I'm so buoyed by every time you offer a moment by a river, a moment in a field, a moment of calm, quiet, reflection of this miracle moment, this moment with you. And like, for me, that's enough. I mean, I'm happy to be here with you in your cabin in the woods. But you know what I'm saying.
Well, we do that here on the podcast too. This podcast has like a ton of silence in it. There's a ton of listening. I call it the podcast that listens.
We are back with Steve Burns, host of Alive with Steve Burns, making headlines and touching hearts with his podcast. That's, of course, Jamie Lee Curtis. One of the episodes that you have called What is Dying? Mm-hmm. So often there are these random rumors about you, and people will say, oh, something's happened to Steve Burns. Yeah. You talk about, let's play the clip from the podcast.
I feel like I was kind of forced to think about a lot back in the day, kind of against my will, because there was like this internet rumor going around that I was dead, that I had died and was not alive. If I'm being honest, it kind of messed me up. It did. I'm older now, and I've experienced some death and dying. I lost my dog. I lost my dad. The inevitable fact of our death is the one certainty we hold while we're alive. And that got me thinking, why not confront that?
Why not?
So you really are, poking into these spaces that we like to close off. I love that you talked about money. You hit it all. Yeah. You talk about money and why money causes stress in one of the episodes. Let's play it.
Something I've realized recently in my life is that money triggers me. Like money stuff, like stuff about money, like flips me out. I get really like stressed out and anxious and frustrated, and to the point where I just don't even want to deal with it or think about it. What is that about, Megan?
I think that we often think money is just numbers. And so some of us who aren't naturally gifted at numbers may get insecure about our ability to manage numbers. But I think the bigger issue is that money is laden with meaning. Like, I once heard a quote that money is the object in which we project our deepest fears, dreams, and hopes onto.
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
I mean, so obviously, when I saw that episode, I was like, that is such an interesting conversation, because I always tell people money is a living, breathing thing for me. And that, what I mean by that is you can have it and you cannot, so never value your relationships on it. Because if you're the high earner, you could be the low earner, and then suddenly you want people to love you for you.
Well, yeah, it becomes this terrible placeholder for personal value.
Yeah.
And it's also just a thing, there's no way not to have an emotional response to it.
Yeah.
And it's yet another one of those things that all human beings feel on some level. Mm-hmm. It's all part of what I call the struggle. Mm-hmm. And it's...
You said that you're the chairman of the struggle wagon.
I always say that on this podcast, Steve on Blue's Clues was never somebody who had answers for you, He had trouble with shapes and colors, But, so I'm not prescriptive on the podcast. The vibe is much more curious. I'm not some guy who's got a bunch of answers, but I can be a fellow passenger on the struggle bus, kind of looking to ask better questions.
I like that, because in this podcast, you are not there as the expert. You are there as our friend in a different way than you were our friend all those years ago.
But and also the same, too, because, I always say the celebrity guest on my podcast is you. Like it's still about you, the whole thing.
You have just calmed me down.
Really?
I mean...
Let's take a moment.
I could literally sit in a hot bath and listen to this all night long. Listen, this is how you relax every night. Go grab an episode of Alive with Steve Burns and streaming full video episodes on his YouTube page. We're going to all just relax together. But don't go to sleep before this episode of Tamron Hall Show ends. We'll be right back. Join the Tam fam. We get glam, get grounded, and we love out loud, no apologies. The Tamron Hall Show. Watch weekdays